Holding the Gooning Lord, Dan Clancy.
For the past 2 weeks, pretty much every screen that I own has been taken over by one person. The man, the myth, the Giga-Chad himself, Leon S. Kennedy. In case you missed
Is it X? I
somehow
didn't know it
Resident
was.
Evil Requiem recently came out and it is pretty great. Capcom absolutely cooked. They sold
Jesus.
5 million copies in 5 days and they've confirmed that DLC is on the way. I'm about to finish my 5th playthrough. Yes, my 5th, using almost exclusively the RPG as Leon because I just unlocked unlimited ammo for it. And even
That's what everyone says. Everyone knows Leon is super hot. Oh shit! I just realized where I'm at. We're gonna move there. Everyone knows Leon's hot.
though I have a ton of thoughts about the game itself, this
Also, I can't wait to get it. I wanted to get the game for this weekend, but that didn't work out. But I get paid Wednesday, so you better believe I'm gonna set some cash aside to get the game so then I can play it on my birthday, because I was supposed to be going to fucking Texas. Yeah. Not just hot, he's super hot. Yeah, valid.
video isn't really about RE9, it is about the massive double standard of some of the people celebrating Leon the hardest right now. The thirst articles, the journalists who need to be hosed down like overheated zoo animals, the same people who have spent the last decade lecturing everybody else about this exact thing, just in reverse. Once again, rules for thee, but not for he. Now, before we get into the details, I do need you to understand the scale of what has actually been happening. We are talking countless fan edits with millions of views, Leon fan cams, the art.
See these delts? Actually, hold on. Let me actually, because every time I see this, I shouldn't be looking at this. You'll be fine. Like, you'll be fine. Hold on. Let me see. Let me be sure I have this correct. It is. Okay, it is. Yeah, so the deltoid in the front. What is the one in the middle that I'm thinking of? I don't remember that one. Deltoid. And I think the one in the back would be the anterior deltoids, because that's the one in the back-ish type of deal. Oh, here it is. Yeah, okay, yeah. Where is it? Let me see. Let me take a look. What the fuck was that? Shit was flashing for a second. Yeah, the front deltoid, the rear deltoid, and then the lateral deltoid. Okay, yeah, that's okay. Yeah, that's about right. That's about right. That is the one part on my body that I want to get bigger. Cause like, see this? Cool, right? Cool. Then he got older. Those fucking shitty cars with their goddamn fart cannons on them. That's what I'm looking for. The deltoid, the anterior delt that's in the back of the medium. That's what we gotta do. That's what we gotta do. It's like, these bicep tricep already developed. I got something for the forearm that I'm gonna do because I want to get bigger forearms. Obviously, right? Obviously. It's just the shoulder. So the shoulder, that's what I'm looking for. It'll make everything look better. Because like picture he had all this going on, but he had these shoulders. You'd see the issue.
So much art, cosplays, gym motivation posts, men saying Leon has inspired them to get in shape, which is really cool actually. Shirtless Leon mods, Leon dad and mustache mods, all good. But then the professionals started to jump in and I might have started getting a little better. Kotaku published a piece called Leon Scott Kennedy, I'm on prep. I'm still not sure how that one was not only approved, but actually
I don't know what that is. But, okay, I guess we're gonna have to go look that up. What the fuck is prep? I feel like it's something that I should know. I just don't, because I don't give a fuck. Daily pill injection that prevents HIV. Huh? Okay.
Published, where the writer describes deliberately keeping Leon on low health just to hear his pained grunts and how his own pants are, at one point, gone. this is a professional.
Oh, he's gay. Oh, okay. I just assumed that this was a whammon. I assumed that this was a whammon. I didn't realize. Never mind.
Journalist, mind you. And then
He's gay.
even Nintendo, the company that treats a single exposed polygon like it's a federal crime, posted on X that Leon is absolutely jacked with a blush face emoji. Capcom posted a thirst edit of him set to Usher's Hey Daddy, Daddy's Home on the official account with the check mark and everything. I've pretty much seen it all at this point. I think brands posting, journalists posting, everyone posting the highest levels of sexy thirst for Leon. Even his own.
It's not the highest yet because I have yet to see a whole bunch of the 3D art of it yet. You know what I mean? You know, remember when Overwatch hit? Remember when Overwatch hit? Yeah, I bet you do, because it hit the internet like crack. So like that's the bar. That's the bar that I have. As soon as something new comes out, how quickly is it turned into porn? How quickly? How quickly? And so far for Leon, like there's people that are drawing them, but nah, it's the 3D animators. Because like I remember seeing, what was it? There was a Chinese New Year skin for May that came out. There was only fucking 3 different pictures of it as like a teaser because the skin hadn't actually come out yet. That night, saw that very night, saw that shit in a video. On X videos. It was already there that night. So until you're that fast, until you have swag like that, I mean, it's not bad, but you know, you're not Overwatch like crack yet. Well, but you'll get there.
Voice actor had some things to say, but I will touch on that in just a bit. Now, to be clear, this is nothing against Leon at all, or against the celebration of attractive characters. You guys know I am all for attractive characters, and I love Leon. I think he is a legitimately great character, and it is so refreshing to see such a...
I hope they're done with whatever they were doing, like 5 or 6, because I've only ever played 5 or 6. And not gonna lie, nigga needs to shut the fuck up. So hopefully in this one, his one-liners are better, or he just doesn't have one-liners at all. All right, I think that'd be nice. It would be very nice.
A strong male lead finally gets celebrated again, and with the way Capcom was moving up to this game's launch, all of this was to be expected. I also expected cosplayers would have a heyday when I came across this Easter egg of Rebecca Chambers stashed away in the library by Albert Wesker, which somebody responded on a parody Wesker account with a formal statement that genuinely made me laugh out loud. But I can honestly say I was not expecting Victor Gideon.
What the fuck is that? Hold on.
I can honestly say
oh, I love that. That's fucking great.
I was not expecting Victor Gideon thirst content. Yes, I had to put my phone down after that and went and stood in my yard for a few minutes. But while I was outside getting some air, I got to thinking, imagine if a female character got this treatment at this scale. Imagine Kotaku published Jill Valentine, I'll wear a condom. Imagine PlayStation posted a thirst edit of...
I'm thinking, is there? Because like when most women get displayed as like video game characters, or like when their games coming out or whatever, like people are just already doing shit with it. And I don't think anyone's... I don't remember like the big last one that happened, if it did happen. Who was it? Where everyone got souped. I could have sworn there was one not too long ago, right? Or maybe it wasn't a video game character, but I vaguely remember someone being like, I can't believe they did this to her. I don't remember.
Of Lara Croft set to Justin Timberlake's Sexy Back, or Nintendo highlighting Bayonetta's curve.
Wasn't it her? Actually, yeah, wasn't it Lara Croft? Didn't she got a game coming out soon? Or Tomb Raider, like a game coming out soon? And they did that with, I don't know.
With a wink face emoji. You know, I actually can't imagine it because you and I both know exactly what would happen. We know because we have watched it happen for at least a decade. There was this wave of critics and activists.
Yeah, a lot of shit. It's funny, I said it in the last video. A lot of terrible shit happened because of this bitch right here.
Who looked at the gaming audience, an industry that was largely...
Stellar Blade! There it was. I was like, I knew there was one not too long ago, but I forgot which one it was. It was Stellar Blade.
Built by and for men, and basically said, the characters you like are a problem. The women you find attractive, That's immature, regressive, and a moral failing. And this, unfortunately, was not just one person yelling into the void. This was all over gaming media. Full coverage, speaking in...
Well, let's be real. If it's over gaming media, they are incorrect and wrong. Because more than likely, it's a bunch of journos, and we all know that journos are people. Let's be real here.
Developer consultations, and it got so loud that not only did studios start listening, they started hiring these people, and it has become the norm. Which, for example, is how we see something like the devs of 1348X Photo so casually respond to this tweet about their characters, saying, "Why would you expect women to necessarily be attractive?" Happy launch day, guys.
Yeah,
that's right. So for the better part of a decade, we have watched it happen. A very loud, coordinated, industry-level push to change female characters in games. They were too revealing, they pushed unrealistic beauty standards, were harmful to the culture. Developer guides started telling studios what female characters should and shouldn't look like. Official company statements were issued. Whole victory poses got pulled because someone wrote a forum post. Looking at you, 2016 Tracer. Characters that had looked a certain way for decades got softened in their remakes, and the press either applauded or scolded you for noticing. Outfits got covered up, proportions got adjusted. If a new female character showed up looking a little bit too good, she was not celebrated, she was villainized, and a controversy or problem to be solved. These people treated every female character like she was going through airport security.
I just thought of something. You want to know what would be a crazy game idea? You make a game specifically for the modern audience, but make every one of the quote-unquote heroes ugly as shit. Make them chopped as fuck. Like, absolutely revolting, repugnant to look at, right? But then you make all the villains sexy as shit. It just so happens to be this way. It just so happens to be this way. It just so happens to be this way. I don't know why. I don't know why. As you can see, as you can see, they're villains. I don't know why those villains have to be attractive when all the heroes have to be, you know what I mean? And it just happens to be that way. But it is. I think that'd be kind of cool. I think that'd be hilarious. Because now it's like, yeah, now you can say that these people are bad, but I mean, also it'd be 100% free publicity, because all these game journals are telling me that these people are unrealistic, and I'll tell them, well, it doesn't matter because they get defeated anyway. This is what you should be celebrating, and I guarantee they will celebrate it. And then the actual people that are actually going to buy the game and play the game and actually give a fuck about it, I'll tell them, like, on launch day, there's actually like a secret button you can flip, or you get the secret checkbox you can check while you're playing, and it makes everyone back to like normal. Just because I think that'd be hilarious. So that's like, we have the modern audience version where it's like they are actually disgusting to, like, literally looking at them causes physical pain in your medulla. Okay, I think that'd be kind of funny. Pretty,
ma'am. That's a little bit too much cleavage. I'm gonna need you to step aside. Meanwhile, we have seen celebrations of characters like Geralt, Arthur Morgan, Astarion, and most recently, Leon. Thirst traps, shirtless mods, people calling for nudity mods, which is not needed for Astarion, but nobody wrote a developer guide about that. Nobody called it harmful or was concerned about what it said about the industry. It's almost like the rules only ever applied to one set of characters. Super weird. What's even funnier is after years of this, a study actually came out like 2 years ago that said female gamers preferred playing as the hotter female characters anyway.
Surprise,
not
surprise.
the toned down ones. And now those same outlets, those same voices, sometimes the same human beings, who spent years telling developers and gamers what women should and shouldn't look like in games, and in some cases are still writing those pieces, are now sharing pants removal journalism about Leon S. Kennedy. They are telling developers that attractive female characters are harmful to the culture with one hand and gooning to Leon S. Kennedy with the other. I've seen—
It's called cliterature.
People make jokes about naked Leon mods, and it is all ha 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 jokes and celebration, and yes, please give us more. But somebody makes a body mod for Grace that changes her proportions, and suddenly it's disgusting. It's incredibly disrespectful, because how dare you, chuds? My goon is culture. Your goon is jail time. And if you needed more proof of this double standard in real time, look no further than the upcoming Lara Croft series. In a recent interview, Sophie Turner made it very clear that her Lara Croft, the same beloved character who does unnecessary acrobatics and fights dinosaurs with pistols, is actually super serious this time, guys. And it's not about her looks at all. Because as we all know, of course, serious women can't be hot. Smart
No.
girls can't be attractive.
Nope, never.
Not around here. Like, this
I was
is
about to say a woman being smart and attractive couldn't happen. And if it does, it's a problem. You're going to jail, sir. That couldn't happen because I don't know. I don't speak fluent retard, but I'll get back to you when I do.
the Lara Croft we are talking about. Someone who is actually intentionally designed to be a bombshell, and the actress playing her felt she needed to share a preemptive disclaimer about her character's appearance before nary a single episode has aired. It's like the mainstream reflex to downplay female characters' beauty has just been ingrained so deep at this point that it is basically automatic now, even for one of gaming's most iconic female characters. Meanwhile, Leon's voice actor is out here in interviews calling Leon a sex icon and laughing about it, completely at ease, reading the thirst tweets. Not one journalist has followed up with a concern. Again, it just...
Also, I'm telling you, if I ever do voice act and I end up being a character like this, you better believe that if there's like a chance for me to do some not safe for work shit with that voice, I'm 100% doing it. I'm 100% doing it. On God. Like, you got the actual guy to do it? Yes, you did. What do you mean? That'd be sick. That'd be fucking sick. Unless I was married. Because if I was married, then I couldn't do it. I'd feel weird. But, like, I mean, if I'm not, then yeah, sure.
If this were reversed, what would be the response if Jennifer English talked about how Shadowheart was suddenly a sex icon and cheered on all the male gooning? I love you, Jennifer.
I mean, she's cool and all, but like, Carlac, look, cool. I get it. Carlac, though, you know what I mean?
By the way, but Sophie Turner makes sure to give a disclaimer that nobody asked for or even wanted, while Nick Apostolides calls his character a sex icon and gets celebrated for embracing it. Just like Leon, Lara Croft has built a 30-year legacy on being smart, dangerous, and intentionally beautiful all at the same time. She does not owe anyone a disclaimer for that, and neither do so many of our other beautiful female characters. Neither did Ada Wong, neither did Joe Valentine, neither did Bayonetta, who, by the way, was designed by a woman and beloved by many women who were, at one point, told they were too damaged to know what was actually good for them. But the disclaimers and criticisms only ever travel in one direction, and we all know why. Now, this actually brings me to the other half of RE9, Grace. Now, I want to be super clear, okay? I genuinely love Grace. I think Angela's performance is incredible, the writing is beautiful, and she is probably one of my favorite additions to the RE universe. But even with all of that, as someone who tries to carefully pick my battles, I've still got to call out Capcom's elephant in the room with this one. Grace is a pretty feminine character. She is so layered and engaging, and I honestly enjoyed every second of her being on my screen. And if she existed in a vacuum, I probably would leave this one alone. But she doesn't exist in a vacuum. She exists in the same game as Leon that got every possible detail obsessed over. And she exists in a franchise with Jill, Claire, Ada, and even Mommy Domitrescu. And when you put her next to all of that, it is just painfully obvious.
That's a big boy.
How Capcom failed her. Not because she is a bad character, not because of her story or how she complements Leon perfectly, but because as the player, I can see so easily exactly how much more she could have been. Her default character design is... it's just plain bad. It is safe, it's bland, and I made the joke several times when playing as her in third person that it's almost like I was staring at a blank piece of paper. She has no shape, no color, it's basically just a gray box. Her design makes me think that someone was already worrying about how the real horror of Requiem is actually the male gaze articles, or that it was done by a committee that was scared of how the other committee would approve it. You know, you might have goofed when the cosplay community is kind of all independently making the same adjustments to the standard costume. Crop tops, tank tops, skinny jeans, adding layers, colors, and on and on and on. Cosplayers will actually always be the final judge. In my current playthrough, I actually added a crop top mod to Grace, and I have to say, it has made it even more fun to play. Now, I've got more to say about Grace, but I think I'm gonna save that for a future video, talking about all of our wonderful...
I saw one mod for her. Let me see. Hold on, I think this is it. If you can... Yeah, we're gonna go back. That's that's actually fucking insane. Where'd it go? There we go. Yeah, they have an entire thing for it. See what I'm saying? Yeah. That's a whole thing you can do. Like, I love it. That's fucking hilarious. But I didn't realize it was that. But then again, I haven't really been looking simply because I don't want to get too spoiled because I still want to play the game. What? You know? Okay.
Female characters.
Good to
I
know.
think we're on part like 4 now or 5. Who knows? But Leon's design shows you what Capcom looks like when they are not afraid. Grace's shows you what happens when they are. Or at
Or
least
maybe. Hear me out here. I have another idea. Maybe because Homeboy wasn't in like the last ones. They were like, when we bring him back, he needs to be the star of the show. And if we don't, you know what I mean? It won't hit as hard. Like, it won't hit as hard. So we need to make Leon the more attractive one, and the female this time. I think that I can see that.
when they choose not to try whatsoever. And I think that's why their response to Leon has been this big. Not just thirst, although obviously, yes, we've talked about that, but also relief. It is like guys and girls all across the internet have let out a huge sigh of relief, seeing that they just might start getting back their heroes. An entire generation of people grew up on these games, and Leon works so well as our male lead because he is him. He is the guy who walks into the worst situation imaginable and handles it. He's smart, capable, brave, a little bit corny in exactly the right way. Men want to be him, women want to be with him. He is the power fantasy and the rescue fantasy all at the same time, and there is nothing wrong with either of those things.
Like, you know, being Leon's cool, but also at the same time, there's a whole dude in this goddamn fucking game that punched a boulder and killed it. Like, look, I know no one likes Chris, but like at the same time, that kind of goes par for the course. There's even a show about it. Let's be Chris here for a second, eh?
There never was, and that is what a great character does when you just let them be great. No committee, no disclaimers, no apologies, just here he is, and look how everyone has responded. Look how hungry everyone was for it. Leon doesn't need to be any less. He is basically just a perfect character. Now we need the rest of our characters to be elevated to his level. If you made it to the end of this one, thank you so much. I know I was gone for a couple of weeks. Honestly, most of my spare time has been going to revisiting the Resident Evil remakes, but are you playing Requiem? Did you beat it? What are your thoughts? Thanks again for being here, and I'll see you in the next one.
Like, I'm going to. Oh yeah. Yeah, they do that a lot. They're really good at blaming people for their own shit and then getting mad, which I don't know. I'll never understand that. But yeah, like and subscribe to her and all that good stuff. Makes good stuff.